Hey YouTube, welcome back to another channel. So today I am so excited about this video because, believe it or not, I took a take of this video just impromptu while I was driving yesterday. Y'all know I be coming through with the driving videos. Everybody else just be parked somewhere. I'm like, how long are you gonna sit in one spot talking? Like, where are y'all parked? I would be worrying about people looking all up in my car, like, who is she talking to? What is she talking about? I mean, they long videos. I'll be on the go. I'll be getting to where I need to get. And so at the end of my video, Rael's moving all around the background. I was like, do you have your seatbelt on? I was like, oh no, YouTube is gonna so flag me for this video as far as safety and child endangerment. So I said, look, I'll, go back, get my thoughts together, re-record it. But in between that, so that was yesterday. I forgot that I was going to do lunch with my girlfriend today. And so we got together. We were having a really good time. We met at this really nice brunch cafe. We hadn't seen each other in a really long time. And when I tell you, she was saying things like that, she was like reading my mind. And it's just, I don't know about you, but I really just feel like, Mother, Father, God, the universe, your angels, your guardian angels, your ancestors, they have so many different creative ways to speak to you. It isn't this just like, voice like we were brought up to believe like, oh, I don't hear God because it isn't, thunder and lightning and like writing on the wall, literally. Because when someone confirms something to you, someone that you trust, someone that you love, someone that knows you to your core, you're like, oh my God, there's the answer. And it has just such a sense of peace that washes over you, a sense of relief that washes over you. And like, oh my God, that's it. That's just one of the many ways that I feel like Mother, Father, God has shown me the answers, shown me the voice, the way, what I need to be doing. And it isn't for everybody else, it's for me. And so I just loved her and thanked her for just being just like, yes, like yes, that's it. Oh my God. And also too, we've always shared very similar parallel journeys. And so, like I said, it was just so good to catch up and have further confirmation from my topic that I had been thinking about just the day before. So without further ado, let's get into the top key points that I wanted to pull out of this. I try not to ramble, but most of the time I end up doing that anyway. But at least when I have my notes, I feel like, okay, I'm hitting the key points that I want to share. My channel is, well, if you don't know, my channel is for single mothers or women who just so happen to have littles and they don't necessarily live under the same roof as the father or a man that is, leading the family. It's not a scarlet letter. It's not anything that like, it makes us less or different in most ways and not, but it does set us apart because we are a group of women that, we're not victims. We're not, living in poverty. We're not in this living off of the system. We are elevated, we are educated or working on our education. We have goals, we have dreams. We're doing pretty good for ourselves. We're at a very happy place. We're doing the damn thing. But we are also too, if the timing and everything, the stars align and you find yourself, happily dating and someone is seriously coming into your life, we're open to that too. So just to kind of set up some background of like who I'm talking to, why I talk about the things or why I say certain things. And even if you don't have kids and you're still in your 30s and you're just tired of the BS, you're tired of doing things the way that you used to do, when you come into your 30s, it's time to be a new you, and it's time to, and you can reinvent yourself. It's never too late. And I feel like the 30s are it just gets better. I don't miss my 20s at all. I don't miss the kind of floundering around, figuring it out. Like I felt like as soon as I hit 30, even though my life didn't like show it, my mind was like light years ahead. It was like, I just grew up and I was ready to start embodying that. So today is about the school of life. For some of us, we may be going back and getting a second degree, or changing careers, or getting a degree for the first time because we were having children. We were kind of figuring it out in our 20s. So college was like, I got a few credits, was kind of close, maybe didn't finish, can't go back. Now there's online. Then we had COVID. So we have options, but you know, we may be looking into different certificates or starting a business or whatever it is. It's not so much like if we all have the same path, but whether you have a degree or not, this is about settling in and knowing and like really being confident in the fact that like you still know something. You are still validated in your knowledge and in your skill set of being a woman in these times, a mother. Mothers wear so many hats. We do so many different things. You have a PhD in life. And in a class, and I had kind of played around with like a PhD in life and the cute BS. Like I have my master's in, you know, like the games, you know, different type of people, different type of personalities, all these things. Like I have my bachelor's in this, my master's in this, and my PhD in life in general. School of life, school of hard knocks, call it how you want it. When you begin to like be proud of that and like know and trust that a degree doesn't define you, and that there's so many young people, this is nothing against pitting any two groups against each other, but there are so many young people that come out. We know about the dead. We don't even have to go touch on that. But they're still not prepared for life. They still don't know how to pay bills. They still don't know who they are. They still don't know how to get into the career or the niche, or you know, they don't know how to get into their field. They have to kind of go back to the drawing board and still figure it out. It's a mess. It's a mess. And I think, you know, this is not about like, you know, changing the college system in our universities and HBUs or HBCUs or whatever. It's not about any of that. It's about you. This is about us. And so I was thinking about like my own, how confident I am in my own life skills, and how if you're able to look back at your life, especially with your children in tow, and be like, damn, I have brought us to this point on my own. Yes, a degree or my business or whatever bigger, higher financial goals you have for yourself, it's all kind of on the same umbrella. So we'll just keep that as like one lump sum category. But if you're still working toward that, that's great. But please don't discredit how far you've come and where you're at. Like, you have arrived now. If you don't have food stamps, if you don't need food stamps and you don't depend on government assistance, you have arrived. If you are you have emotional intelligence and you are a healthy, balanced, higher functioning person when it comes to, you know, co-parenting, dating, men, relationship dynamics, and all the noise out there, you have arrived. If you are at a place where, you know, you don't let people define you as or label you as a negative image of a single mother or any kind of stereotypical, you have arrived. If you can look at your life and be proud of the things that you went through that did not break you, you have arrived. You have graduated. You know a little something, something. You know that damn thing. You know it in and out, and you can tell someone coming up behind you, yeah, it's going to be like this, but it's also going to da-da-da-da-da-da. We cannot discredit ourselves. My girlfriend said she heard someone say this new 30, this, that, and the other. And I said, yes, that's another thing that I was feeling the vibe of. I had recorded and I had said to myself, I didn't say it like that. I didn't word it like that, but I was like, this is not like it's ever been done before. This is not how they used to do it in the old school days. This is not, and it's not a bad thing, but things aren't the same. And we have been able to morph, shapeshift, stretch, evolve, and do everything it took to become this new woman for the new times. The way our mothers did it, with the way our grandmothers did it, the way our aunties did it. We're not coming for them and saying they're wrong. We're just saying it's different now. We're not coming and saying that was bad. and we're good. We're just saying it's new times. It's a new way. One thing I said to myself early on, even when I first got into nursing and my healthcare, was that I don't want to struggle. I don't want to be burnt out. I don't want to hustle. I don't like the word grind. I don't like the word working hard. And even though I have my don't wish for it, work for it, what kind of hard work are we talking? Talking like, okay, I got to think some things through, or I got to get out here and I have to continue working 3 jobs. I used to do that. That doesn't feel good to me anymore. That doesn't get anything done. That isn't productive for me. And so coming to terms with that and saying, yeah, I used to have to do it like that, or I thought I had to do it like that, and now I don't. That is the level up. That is the you stepping into, you have arrived. If that's your belief and that's the life you're living, you have arrived. If you can make it off of your one income plus your child support, you have arrived. And you're not even where you want to be. You're ever improving. You're ever changing. You're ever expanding. You have arrived. And the journaling, sometimes we can get so go in life that we don't even realize where we're at. Like, look around you. You have to look around you. That income creep, let's use that as an example. I remember when I used to make $9 an hour. Can you imagine $9 an hour? Hit my tooth. I remember when I lived with my late husband, our rent was $900 a month. That was a lot back in those days. That was almost 10 years ago. And I dreamed of the day when I could afford the 900. And I dreamed of the day when both of us could be at a financial place where, now, let me set some background. I had just started going back to work with the Learning Center, and he would keep Autumn, but she was a little older. She could take a bottle. That's what I wanted to do. He did not say, I need you to go work. When I got my paychecks every 2 weeks, that was my money. He still took care of everything. We had used cars, but we didn't have car payments, but he still took care of everything. And I remember dreaming of the day. Back then, the Flex was like a really hip, to us, was a hip family car. And I would see the Flex. I don't even know who makes the Flex, but I was like, wow, I would love to just, have that car. Little things, like you're like, wow, I don't like them anymore, obviously. But to think back on those days, to remember, that's the thing, to force my memories, because you shut out so much. Your life is so fast sometimes you forget how far you've come. To now thinking about on those days and now what I pay now, and I'm proud to pay it. It's like I'm doing the damn thing. Now, correction with the you got to get your words right. I'm not needing the help like I can't do it. But do I appreciate the help? Absolutely. I'm not going to say I don't want the help. No, I will accept the help. But if there isn't anyone in my life, without me working 3 jobs, without me going to the government for assistance, without me literally not being able to do one thing and not another. So, okay, this month I paid my $1,700 rent, but I wasn't able to pay my light bill. This month I paid the gas bill, and then this month I couldn't pay all of my rent. We're not talking about an imbalance here. We're talking about I did everything on my own. Yes, that is a sense of pride for me. Now, do I lead with that? Am I like, I'm an independent woman, I don't need no man, blah, blah, blah? No. But it does still give me a sense of accomplishment to have peace at night knowing that I'm not laying next to a man that's got our finances in shambles, has my credit in shambles, and I still have to pay the bills. And I still have to get up and work XYZ amount of jobs and worry and stress about the money. Life skills that you have learned, I bet you have learned and you don't even realize. You're not even giving yourself enough credit. How to think, how to handle money, rights in the world, literally. Like, what does the law say in your state? What does the county say about how you can govern yourself, how you can move? I bet with the current times, a lot of us are looking, boy, look, I want to see the policies and procedures. I want to see where that says I have to do that. I want to see where it says I have to put that in my body. I want to see where it says that is the law of the land. Okay? I want to see where it says my child, I have to subject my child to any kind of this, that, and the other rights. That's just me. That's how I was like, oh no, But I've always been kind of wired like that. But sometimes with current times, it forces people in a corner to wake up a little bit. So how to survive. Again, the survival is making something out of nothing. Being able to cover all your bases. Being able to do what you need to do, especially for your kids. How to find a job, how to get the job, how to write the resume, how to get into your field, how to create a job, how to sell something, how to make something, how to supply a need or, provide a solution. We have also, I know, coming from our experiences of becoming single mothers, being Black women in America, being Black women in these times, being in our 30s, coming out of our 20s, and whatever else, with all the things that we kind of, messed up, even though there's no such thing. We also learn from the redirection, the so-called mistakes, that's why I did the air quotes, setbacks, the flow of life, unrealistic and realistic timing. I had a girlfriend who came here from Ethiopia. She started from the bottom all the way up as far as her prerequisites. So I was like, wow, she's doing the damn thing. She learned how to drive. She got her license, all the things. And halfway through her nursing program, her grandmother back home passed. Realistic and unrealistic timing in our lives. She couldn't control that. That set her nursing degree back a little bit as far as when she graduated. But she had to go home. She had to be there. She had to honor her grandmother. Her grandmother was a huge source of her inspiration and her beacon to come here to pursue nursing. So you're going to getting pregnant. Okay, y'all was together. You thought this was forever, blah, blah, blah. You pregnant. Timing. Or it doesn't pan out. Your pregnancy doesn't go through. Or you're laid off. Or you get sick. Or you get COVID. Or, you don't get the job that you thought you were going to get and everything was kind of like riding onto that. But being able to see these things as the flow of life and always somehow teaching you something, lending to the experience, building your resilience, building your clarity, building your determination. All those things make you the best you. You have to think about it like, I know even when I was 25, I did not know me that I am today. I wasn't even close. I had little clues here and there. I like entrepreneurship. I know YouTube is kind of a thing, but maybe this, maybe that. But now, I didn't even know about sister locks. You are going to be ever surprising yourself, ever rediscovering yourself. I really love the word evolve. And you don't even know that you're not even your best self yet. That is such a mystifying, eye-opening realization. You're not going to be the same, honey. So you better be settled in learning within yourself and growing within yourself. And whoever you choose as a partner, they damn sure better not be insecure, jealous, and possessive, because you might just surpass them. And they need to be the type of individual that can support you and be okay with maybe being in your shadow, or be okay with you trying new things, branching out, spreading your wings, becoming this new phoenix, this new woman, especially with each decade of your life. They say your 40s ain't nothing like your 30s, and when you hit your 50s, watch out now. We're getting away from that aging. I'm scared of a gray hair. I'm scared of, wrinkles. I'm scared of, no, honey. No. When I get to half of 100, and I had said that in another video, when y'all can see and recognize, damn, you're 50? Yes, I'm 50. So you know I'm old enough to be your grandma. You also know I'm old enough to know the tricks, the games, the lies. I can see right through all of it. You better watch out. I ain't the one. And you're gonna be further financially. You're gonna be further with your life experience, your all of the things. It only gets better from here. And you got some people out here that really know how to embody that so well. It's scary. And it's a joke, but it's like, we need to take note, y'all. These men that go through these midlife crises, they're like, look, I worked hard. I played hard, but I'm about to play harder. I got my money. I only have the rest of my life to live it up. I'm at the rest. The second half of my life is going to be better than my first because of what I know, because of what I've experienced, because of all that I've amassed. So even if I don't have the things now, I'm about to get the shiny red car. I'm about to get the motorcycle, or I need the yacht. I'm going to date who I want to date. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to go where I want to go. And no one can tell me a damn thing. Now, it can hurt a few feelings and it can tear a couple families apart and it can do all this thing. But he ain't think about that. Now, I'm not saying that's right. I'm just saying that's what they do. They are known for that. Now, how come he can be so unapologetic and so bold in his declaration and I'm a man and I'm going to do me, and women still are like playing shy, playing small, not sure, I can't wear that, I can't pull that off, what are people going to think, what are people going to say? And you are the pinnacle and the backbone of everything. Without women, there's nothing. We cultivate, we nurture, we bring things to life, we support, we do all these things for everyone else except ourselves. What do they say? Behind every good man is a great woman. We have got to take note of this stuff. And you don't want to wait until it's too late to be like, now I kind of want to start living. Now I want to lose all the weight and be healthy and have fun. Don't do it. Don't do it. It doesn't have to be that way. So, with your PhD in life skills, life management, and everything in between, also too, what an actual traditional rigid college couldn't have ever taught you was your creativity, your magic, your own zeal, your own personality, your own interest as far as trial and error. These are things that are built up in yourself because of life. Are you able to look around you and say, wow, yes, no, I see it now. I'm here. I'm still going over there. That's what my girlfriend and I said. We have arrived here and we're happy to be here. But I'm still going to go over there. You can plan your whole trip to Europe, your dream vacation. And next year, now I'm going to go to Asia. And I'm going to do all the things in Asia. You don't stop. You don't stop. And with each vacation, it gets better and better and better. And I had to humble myself and remind myself, wow, there's no such thing as setbacks. I keep talking about I'm going to start nursing school. But how is it that I have been able to, I don't know. I'm asking, how is it that? But I really had to sit with myself and like, wow, how were you able to get to a place of such peace, happiness, fulfillment, financial security, and all these things before I even got my damn degree? How did I arrive at this place where I have everything I want? I have everything I want. Within reason. Okay, I can always use some more jewelry. I would love a this, that, and the other purse. But that's just life stuff. I'm talking about the stuff that matters, the stuff that's important. If you're able to go to lunch and you don't have to penny pinch, you have arrived. You can order what you want, eat what you want on a Tuesday afternoon. If you can take you and your babies on vacation, you have arrived. If you're paying your bills, even if it's not that much left over, if your bills are paid and you are happy with that and you are like, ooh, okay, all right, here we go. You have arrived. If you can hang up the damn phone with the father of your children without cussing and screaming and fighting, you have arrived. Come on now. Let's use some other examples. When you can clock into work and have a peaceful shift, you're happy with your income, you're happy with your benefits, you're happy with your PTO, you're happy with your health care, you're happy with, you have arrived. If you finally discover what business you want to settle into, what you want to do, how you want to do it, the book you want to write, the investment plan you're going to go with, the side gig you got going, you have arrived. And after you do that, you can set a higher goal, bigger goal. If you want to, you can ride that out and kind of revel in that for a little bit. Also, too, let's talk about trying things and being okay with trying things. Everyone else's expectations, going back to what I was saying about how it's always done before, how it was always done back in the day before. I don't want to use the word traditional because I use traditional for a very different meaning to me. But, you know, the how it used to be back in the day. So those people, it doesn't matter, you know, who or what, but the old way of doing things, again, opinions, expectations, and like timelines of the order. Let me go back. The way something has always been done, a certain approach. You also, too, we're not allowing that to hold us back or to cast any kind of unnecessary imaginary judgment or guilt around certain things. I've struggled with this because I was working certain jobs and doing certain things and getting my money and doing what I had to do. You know, what are people going to think? Or I'm above this, or, you know, this is below me. This is beneath me. You know, disappointing people, people not understanding what it is you're trying to figure out, what it is you're working on. It's for you. It's for you. You also, too, if you have let that go, if you have relinquished that, if you don't let that even affect your current relationships and the people in your life, you have arrived. Not to put anybody's business out there, but, you know, a lot of us, we try certain industries, you try things, you're like, oh, this is supposed to be a moneymaker. This is what's really popular right now. Everybody's doing it, you know, so you should try it. You do it and it don't work for you. It's okay. I'm going to tell you right now, at the height of COVID, when everybody was like, oh my God, yes, I can work from home, I was like, I cannot work at home. I have no desire to work from home. That is not my personality. That's not my strong suit. I don't have clerical skills. That's not me. I had, no. And as a CNA, there wasn't a thing anyway, but, no. I didn't want 2 monitors. I didn't want a headset. I didn't want to be logging into anybody's system. I didn't want to be on the phone all day. No. No. I love working at night. And someone can say, oh my God, by 7 o'clock, I'm winding down. I can't possibly just even fathom being up all night, blah, 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 blah. But for me, I love the night. I don't mind staying up all night. That was not very hard for me to do. Yeah, you get sleepy, but I'm talking about just my like me showing up. It's not hard. It wasn't hard for me. So I use that as an example but if you don't try it and maybe just put your toe in it, you won't know that it's not the best for you. So it's okay to have gone through some things and said, okay, gonna do this for a season. If it doesn't work, I'm out. That also doesn't mean that I'm a failure. I'm a quitter. I'm not consistent, and I'm, hopping all around. Because if anyone has the audacity to come to you and tell you about what you do, well, you do it then. You worry about what I'm hopping in and out of, you do it then. And give me the money. Don't forget to give me the money. Don't forget to give me all the things that I would attain from, I got an itch. But don't forget to pay me for doing what you think I should do. Thank you very much. That's a whole nother tone. That's a whole nother, if anything that you're doing in your life is not dangerous, manipulative, controlling, putting your children in harm, hurting anybody else, breaking the law, then for the most part, I would say it's none of anyone else's business, and it's for you, especially if it's what you want and it makes you happy. Again, let me repeat. I'm not saying you should not care that your family and friends don't like this new guy that you are with because he is a white collar sleazeball and he's running scams. He's got money, but he's running scams. Things are in shambles. He's about to leave his wife, but he loves you. Y'all gonna be together, and this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna live your best life. Is that the best setup? Is someone gonna have an opinion about it? Probably, and you're gonna feel that because that shit don't feel right. That's like a whole hot mess. And it's gonna bring you down. I'm talking about something that is like, you're not hurting anybody. They don't know what you have. They don't know what you've got. They don't know your connection. They don't know anything about, where you see the direction of your life. They're not living your life. They're not paying your bills. They're not even helping you in a lot of ways or trying to even see what's going on or support you. And when I say see, like come into your life or come into your space and be supportive and like, hey, if it makes you happy, if you like it, I love it kind of energy. I'm talking about that. So it's okay to be just going through your life, up and down, figuring it out. And every step of the way, you just kind of pause, look around and be like, okay. Because I do have this, I do have that. You would be surprised of what you've already got and how good you really are doing. You're not even cutting yourself that slack. I'm telling you, I was like, wow, I keep talking about this degree. I'm going to get my degree. I'm going to go to nursing school. Logistics has me looking at this semester, comparing that semester and what the girls need and da-da-da-da-da-da. But I'm doing pretty good and I don't make $60,000 a year. Huh. How is that even possible? And it ain't coming from YouTube. And it's not because I'm some super smart investor and I got into crypto and Bitcoin and I don't know. It's nothing glamorous. It's not, but that's the feeling that I'm talking about. That's the realization that I'm talking about. You're not allowing, we're not allowing, I don't allow anyone else to come along and be like, so, what do you do? And like, making me feel like I'm not somebody. Oh, I know I'm somebody because I feel like somebody. And it's humbling, it's exciting, and it's all the feels. So I'm not saying this is like, it's going to take some, like, you have to sit down and think. You have to sit down and journal. You have to sit down with the whole gratitude thing and be like, okay, literally, number one, if you saved money, write that down. If you found some money, if somebody gave you some money, you write that down. If you started dating somebody and they got money, write that down. And they give you some, write that down. Your job is peaceful, write that down. You put gas in your car, regardless of the gas. I don't remember the last time I looked at gas prices. Write that down. You know, this is the gift that keeps on giving. The confidence in you knowing that you are right where you need to be. If you know where you want to go, you will always be, and you hold fast to that, you will be right where you need to be. There will be no coincidence. It will be no like just random things happening to you. It'll always be a part of the continued journey with all your little stops along the way, and each stop will be better than the next. It's like planning a road trip. These people that get in these nice big fancy RVs, they are ready and they are excited to get down the road. Now they know it's going to take them a damn week at that pace, but they're not worried about that. They know they're going to stop here and do these things, have a good time, take pictures, have memories, and then go to the next place and do these things, and go to the next place. You gotta look at it like that. You have to see it like that. So that's how my girlfriend and I were like, yeah, we have arrived and we feel so good. And it's not about these typical, not for the typical reasons, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Not because she finished her degree, I finished my nursing program, we bought a house, we got the ring, those kind of things. It isn't even because of those things. It's for other things that are going to be, personal to each of us, for our, and very different for each of us, but still just as meaningful and just as empowering and just as give you just as much of that feeling as those major things. You see what I'm saying? So you decide that you're happy and so fulfilled with what you have and where you're at. And those things, again, if those are the things that you desire, great. Those things are coming too. There's no way they can't come. But how, when, what that story is going to look like, you don't know. You never know. You don't know. And that's the exciting part. You can have a plan. You can have like, okay, I'm going to take these steps toward that, but things could change. But I know no matter what, I'm going to get it. I don't care how it comes. I don't care how it's packaged. When like last little example, during the holidays and someone's playing a prank on you and they give you this crazy shaped gift wrapped in newspaper or an Amazon box, and you're like, you ain't putting no thought and effort. So you're unwrapping, and then you get to the next layer and it's like, oh, okay. And then you're like, okay, and then the next layer is something else and the next layer is something else. But each time, the more you unwrap, the nicer the packaging, more of the effort, and you're like, okay, you're okay, you do love me. Thinking back, wow, I did have one gift like that, and it was some ear pods. I wanted some ear pods. But it started out with this real lumpy looking crazy thing. I forgot about that. Wow. But yeah, they get real creative with these little gift giving ideas. And it starts out looking so shitty. And you're like, this is not my gift. I'm about to be mad at you. Until you get down to the bottom of it. And it's beautifully wrapped. Nice bow, nice little ribbon. You open up the paper, blah, blah, blah. And it's something so thoughtful, so heartfelt, and they're screaming, they're excited, and the night goes on. Well, the morning, if it's Christmas time in the morning, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. So it's kind of like that same thing with God and how the universe works forever in your favor. You're going through life, you're making your little wishes, you're saying, oh, please, I want this thing, and you don't know how it's gonna come. You might think that, okay, I'm over here saving my little money, I'm going to buy myself. But you don't know that somebody's over here or something, or all the scenarios and situations and all the things are moving together to lump it together and it be for you. And you're like unwrapping it kind of like, well, what is this? You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? So you gotta know that, like, you gotta trust the gift giver. Like, don't start like, you think I would do that to you? Mother, Father, God, the universe, like, you think I really, wow, you really think I would just have you out here like that and I'm not gonna give you the thing? It's a prank. I'm playing with you. Go ahead and open it, you know? Open it. You're gonna love it. It's real. It's yours. You see what I'm saying? But the whole time you have been saving, or you have been, you know, calculating in your mind how you're gonna go about getting it for yourself. Now, I'm not saying we sitting around just twiddling our thumbs like, okay, everything's gonna fall into my lap. Maybe not everything, but you know. If you spoiled and you're really confident, by all means. But yeah, I hope that makes sense. I hope you enjoyed this video. To all my life graduates, doctorates, and PhD holders of just all of the knowledge and wisdom that comes with motherhood and womanhood and this crazy thing we call life, especially here in this country in these times. I mean, congrats to you. Like, you need to pat yourself on the back and take a shot or do something, celebrate, do something, because you really are doing the damn thing, and you may not even have given yourself nearly as much credit as you deserve. So until the next video, thank you for watching as always, and peace. Bye.